And generally when you think of Wraith King, you think of high committal spells in terms of a black hole or a...
At least to me, that makes sense for picking this hero.
Cap forward here over onto taiga.
A level 2 timing.
That's a lot of damage. Good lord. He is forced to use that very far. Oh, it gets canceled. Oh, the first blood going to Insania. And a little tip to boot.
Really well played by Liquid. Soul Ring for just spamming this lane. I don't remember the last time that I saw Soul Ring Wraith King. That's crazy.
That is not something common. Nice here. I'm just gonna put Boxing a little nightmare. They are aware that there is a sentry, although it looks like they were aware previously, since it's at half health. It's gonna make the shenanigans of Boxy a little bit more difficult, as Yuragi will punish him. Let's give off a couple of these clicks and a Lucent Beam.
Tough lane for Zai. You know, he's getting a lot of denies, as you will with Enigma, but Bane with the Luna Aura and a Luna who's going to be like, you know, glaving your Eidolons.
Yuragi taking a lot of damage though. He sat for a long time in that Midnight Pulse and don't get a kill.
Well, that's one way to turn it. Is just literally kill them while they're killing your Eidolons.
Boxy, he wants his kill. He does that. He's got that creep there, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to tank for the
middle lane. Have a little bit of a gank over onto BZM. Looks like they're not going to dive the tower. Tigers make his way in. The Sun Strike coming in will land over onto Boxy.
Set you aflame.
Not missing that one.
Yeah, that's
Zai.
Stylish.
Dropping the Midnight Pulse, realizing that, you know, he's all alone here. They'll put a Nightmare out, put a little damage on the Eidolons. A little bit more. Should have a Lucent Beam up in a second. They won't even need it. It's going to be Misha who gets
King. In order to prevent that, well, then you're not using
efficiency.
One of your primary abilities.
Yuragi finding the kill on Boxy in the bottom lane. The Sentry Ward's been helping out quite a bit, it seems, as Misha also taking a decent amount of damage. I love it, though. It makes it so much more fun to watch. Trying to guess, like, what's their next item, why are they building that, then seeing it all unfold.
It's cool because it makes certain heroes viable to do these, you know, different builds.
Misha making this rotation to the top lane with the Sun Strike. Brambles holding in place. The cookie is not going to save your life here. Taiga gets killed. Mickey, though, they have vision. They know he's here. He just keeps running around in circles. They ping it out. Mickey.
Like, if you do Orchid and then Black Hole somebody, because of the percentage damage, like, they're going to die 100%. It also is like an early game item that lets you have mana regen that's not just like Soul Ring or Mana Boots. It gives you that like permanent full mana. He's gonna use it?
Yeah, he is. Taiga, you're not escaping this time.
So, the big thing for why the Necro Book and why this Orchid is good on Enigma is because around the Black Hole, when you don't have it, you still have kill threat.
Right.
That's the idea behind it. And so all of those other things that I mentioned, plus the fact that you're going to be a useful hero without the Black Hole, I think is why we built it.
Amar going perhaps a little bit too far, a little bit too deep, but they do have a big Sun Strike. It doesn't matter. There's just 3 heroes on one little Amar.
A couple of Malefice talents that you can get now on Enigma. And so they buff up the damage, the stun duration, and so it's a legit spell now, really legit.
Taiga opening up with that Cursed Crown as the Bedlam knows that Zai can't really do much right just yet, and a Sunstrike from BZM will secure the kill. It's one of those situations where he wasn't expecting everyone to be there either.
No, he wasn't.
A little bit of play here in this mid lane. A good terrorize coming out from Taiga. He'll follow up the Fiend Script. They should be able to obliterate Mickey. He's not going to be a part of this fight. Zai sitting on the back lines here. Doesn't have that ultimate just yet. They get Mickey.
He has leads, and when you have a lead, you should play like a more core style of offlane.
Taiga getting poked here by Box. He doesn't have any mana really to do a whole heck of a lot. Just gonna go for the Shadow Robe. They're trying to just hold him in place here with those kisses as they rain down some hellfire, and they'll eventually find the kill on Taiga. The tips.
It's an option, though. It's an option.
It is an option.
And the more options you have in Dota, to quote Alex,
Taiga again. There's just too much damage. They'll collect themselves another kill, and they'll take down some Forge Spears while they're at it.
He's super farm because of his build.
Is it just, yeah, I was about to say, is this just something that he did specifically for laning, for farming? Because you said he's very greedy. So if you're able to, Taiga walking into quite a few of Liquid again, and they'll find themselves a pick off on Mickey while this is happening. So I think you're happy with that, especially because they don't end up getting the kill on Taiga, and they get the kill on mid instead.
Yeah, Mickey's having a tough time this game. Just a grip pair.
Oh god.
Oh, there's the combo.
Yeah, he went right into that, so Foxy collecting the kill to get the Nightmare off over on Snapfire. black hole, though, coming out from Zai will be able to hold the Invoker in place. And they should have more than enough damage to take down BZM, but they'll also be able to take down Zai. Foxy is trying to put out some more damage using those little bugs. And you can see that Monty was...
Closing in on that BKB, though. That'll be a big timing for them.
Misha finding himself a little bug. Taiga looking to make some plays here. Throws down the Bramble, throws down Terrorize. Does have Amar following up here. Rage Fire Blast will connect over onto Taiga. This Eidolon giving a lot of vision. The X-Marks is about to get the drag him right back in again. They've got the Snapfire. Kisses, though, gets the kill. Very nicely done by Zai to have the foresight to move the Eidolon to keep that vision. Position to help get those sort of pickoffs. Ooh, that's a big crit here, Misha. Says, chill out, Matu, take a nap. I am going to run like heck, and Boxy says, yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. Couple more clips, are they going to be able to get Fever? No, they have the bug on Roshan. Get the kill on Misha, and they'll find themselves a kill on Taiga. Just like that, Liquid marches into the Roche pit. Sunstrike comes out, they're just keeping tabs, but I don't know if they can actually fight this with two heroes being down. Both subs not going to be a part of this fight.
They do have, like, chip heroes, though. Yeah.
They poke, for sure.
I agree with it. Like, I agree with Liquid being careful here, because...
Still no black hole for another 60 seconds. Throwing the boat out. Jump over here. BZM, they've got the Eclipse, the BKB coming out from Mickey. Matu sitting a little bit low as Yuragi's running for his life. Like Amar's gonna try to just Uber himself out of the situation, doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. Actually cancels it.
That is just a support classic. You're literally supposed to be immune and you just die.
It is ridiculous how far that Snapfire can be. Like,
yeah.
It's completely off the screen and you just see these kisses coming in. Well,
now,
check out the Roche, though.
Now that's on cooldown.
Matu, though, very forward. They've got a little bit of hit string. There's going to be a nice meatball. And Sadie is the first to drop. They'll chase after BZM. Boxy clicking away. Looks like they're going to try to get enough damage over onto Zai with the Bedlam. There it is, the Sunstrike coming in. But they'll end up losing Taiga for. The reincarnation does get popped up Matu. BZM trying to run away. It's not looking like he's going to be able to. This Invoker, it will fall as Matu now running away from Yuragi, running away from Amar. They have so much damage. They pop the BKBs. They want to make sure that they can get this, but it's really hard to get their hands on Matu. He's just shifting top going so well, but eventually he will fall to Yuragi.
Like a maniac, just blinks in. He just goes in, giving vision for his team because he has that BKB.
Oh dear. Okay, there it is. There's the BKBs coming out from Mickey, coming out from Zai. Look at the positioning though here on Misha. Gonna try to get enough damage over onto Amar. They'll turn their attention and they just blow up Insania thanks to that BKB. They're chasing over onto the back line. Zai goes in for the black hole. And Misha, though, look at this positioning. Ready and just anytime he needs to, coming in there with the Fiend's Grip. Good Terrorize coming through. Yuragi, though, sitting very, very low. He's got to be careful. He's got to try to get a little bit more damage on Monty, sitting so low. The bouncing Glaives coming out, though. Yuragi gets the final hit. As they're going to try to get out of there in a hurry. Boxy can't do anything about this. They catch their Uber and they leave the area. It looks like Taiga, though, he's missed the car.
You set sail.
He can make him win the fight for sure.
Watch the way that Misha moves in these fights. Like, that's one thing that, like, I'm constantly trying to keep in the corner of my eye, is that he's always so close by to Yuragi, just enough that, you know, he's not necessarily going to get hit with the black hole, but he knows what the assignment is. He understands the assignment. It's to protect Yuragi, to make sure that they cannot get the black hole off and hold this Luna into place, because Luna, you know, the majority of their big damage. And so it's very interesting to see his positioning the entire time.
Yeah, and you know, this...
As I say that, though, you know, he's very far forward here. He's going to get shot by Matu, but the Aegis has already picked up. His job is done, and they're going to start chasing. They have their eyes on this Wraith King. Mickey having to be a little bit careful, but he pops the Blade Mail. It's the first time where we're going to see Matu fall. Amar taking a lot of damage over here because the rest of his team is having to scatter. And they'll find the kill on Taiga. They'll get the kill on Matu, though. Amar just manning up on the back lines here. They'll get the silence cookie hop coming out from Insania, and he ends up...
Maybe.
Radiant's top tower.
By the way, going all the way back, I really like Misha's positioning in that fight, dying first. That was 100% because they needed to run in and steal the Aegis on Team Liquid. And so he just runs in and dies because he's not needed to interrupt the black hole. Now he's going to be more careful with his positioning.
And they'll have Fiend's Grip, they've got the Atos, they've got everything to lock Boxy down.
How the hell are you doing damage? You're just not.
That's the problem. That is a huge problem.
It's just Zai. It's really just Zai.
BKB gets completed for the Wraith King, but they found themselves Misha, and he does have the Fiend's Grip that's on cooldown. So like you said, he's taking a little bit of a risky move, trying to go and some D wards.
He went back for completing the full Manta style, and then he's not even finishing any Daedalus or Silver Edge type item. He's going for Mechanic.
Oh, the black hole over onto BZM. Taiga's here though. Immediately Shadow. I'm not going to be able to go and stop this. BZM somehow was still alive at the end, but still manages to fall. Taiga now running away. Cookie hop forward. They should be able to get this kill. Mickey gets the nice hit here. As the rest of the team on OG, they were not prepared for that. But I mean, the thing that I'm concerned about, Jay,
if you're risking like getting into a 5v5 fight, this is honestly for like better.
They go for everything. My goodness, Yuragi does the Eclipse. We have a Sunstrike. It's a lot. Likely just gonna try to dodge any fights that they can for now.
Yeah, he has the grip, so that's a really good kill.
See? That's fine. Well, I mean, if we're gonna have an Abyssal Blade on the Underlord, that's another solution to the BKB, but no solution here, looks like, for Mr. Boxy. He wandered into the wrong triangle at the wrong time.
And so that way the Bane is going to be less of a problem.
The illusions are just taking all that farm away from Matu. Smoke play, though, coming out from the side of OG. Gonna let Taiga lead. Pretty slippery here. Luna's finished her own Satanic, so these fights could potentially go on for quite a while. Look at the way the Misha's playing. Does have a Blink Dagger now on the Bane. Big far back, Taiga will find himself in Sania. The Cold Snap, loosen Beam, force forward right into the Brambles.
Just like they did in an earlier fight, and win the game by ignoring your Augie and just
Perhaps they can get the jump.
BZM also, he's got his Elon Disc. It's disassembled and locked, so he can use it in the black hole.
Into the Terrorize, they've got the 2 Sunstrikes, and that's a dead Boxy.
Alright, I did not anticipate that as a combo, but
they grabbed themselves a Wraith King here. They're gonna just try to force staff off, try to run away a little bit further. They'll pop the Lincolns over on the Enigma, they ping it out. They know he's got it now. Cookie Hop coming out from Insania. They need to hold up. Oh, Misha though!
Oh boy.
That's a lot of damage for sure. They haven't really been able to move out of the base, though, over here on the side of Liquid. They're getting a couple more of these neutral items. Boxy, though, does get spotted out. 3 meteors. Again, that is the Aeon Disc getting popped here. Boxy trying to teleport out. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to because he gets terrorized and he gets collected down. EZN getting the kill. But they were trying to make something happen. Yuragi gets position. Misha, he can't afford to go down like this, but he will get slain. What happened during that? Did he use a fuse? No, still fighting. Found themselves another target. Zai going to the black holes. Only going to be able to go and grab Amar. But look at this damage that they're just able to output. Amar's not allowed to fight at all. So they will find themselves a kill. Black hole to follow up though. Got a tornado EMP, but it looks like it's just to disengage.
Certain players' play style.
I mean, it is a situation, right, where you're not sure about me. Oh, goodness, okay. There was an Insania there, but Matumba Man jumping in. Knows that there doesn't have that BKB quite up and running. Zai getting into position here. Gets sides. He's trying to get they pop the Lincolns. They just getting stunned up. He's just taking too much damage. So the buyback will pay off as Misha does come back again. Mickey taking a lot of damage here from Yuragi. They need to get a little bit more damage than Taiga. Are they going to be able to do it? They've already lost Taiga. And now Matu. There is a big cataclysm. Is it going to connect though? Connects over onto Boxy. Matu running for his life. BZM, look how fast he is. He wants to try to grab him, but he's just not going to be able to close the gap. Turn the tide completely. We can see a huge gold swing.
And Roche is up. So this is
the time. Taiga gonna walk the Boxy. Cookie Hop goes into that Shadow Realm. I'll drop the Midnight Post. A little bit of a hex coming out. BZM chasing after the Weaver Taiga, though taking a lot of damage over on the side. Gonna go in for those long range Sapphire Kisses. Taiga has himself a Yule by just a little bit more time. Not enough though, so he will fall. Don't have to worry about that.
Boots of travel. They're going for the full
They're going for full wrap here. You see these couriers zipping around. BZM jumping in. Oh, he wanted to get Zai, but it's a little bit too slow here. Jump forward here from Matu will immediately pop the Aeon Disc. There's a lot of damage getting dumped out here. The follow-up. Can they get enough damage? Yuragi backing off. They don't like this positioning. They don't want this Zai finding this opening. He's looking to get anything done. That's a lot of damage coming out from Mickey as they just obliterate Misha. No buyback on the Bane, which is very spooky stuff now. Mickey picking himself a completed hex.
Okay.
They're going for full control on the side of Liquid. They know that they've got lots of damage from Matu.
And they're all just buying out. They're saying, like, this is where we win or lose the game.
To the pit they go. They don't have the Bane. This is very, very scary. Reminder, they have this refresher on their Enigma. And they don't have a way to cancel out these black holes.
I think get a second refresher, too. Like, the refresher.
Refresher, yeah.
It's going to be devastating.
Lots of hellfire raining down. It's too late, though. Matumba Man got himself that Aegis, so he's got a backup plan now that he Look at this. Look at the immediately.
Ooh,
they immediately TP to the bottom area. They know BZM's down here. BZM walks right into Insania. Look at it. He throws out the ice wall. He's going, uh-oh, I gotta get out of here. They go in with the black hole. They're gonna get rid of this invoker right here, right now.
All right. Nice for Mickey to hit the torrent there, just in case the Wind Waker comes out, keeping Matsu in the base. That could be bad.
Could be indeed.
But they're throwing like Lincoln Spheres on him, so that's even hard to do.
He's so well protected, I guess, is the thing, right? Like,
yeah.
If you initiate on him, he's got the second life, follow up. Goes to the BKB play this time. He's like, I'm tired of being nightmared.
It really comes down to, like, if one hero on either side gets caught out, it can be GG.
All right, Yuragi. Trying to just force them back. It is a Luna. The Glaive's bouncing. Amar's already in position here. They've popped the BKB over on Yuragi. Just going down way too fast. I mean, going for the cookie hop. They want to ensure that they can pick it up. It's a lot of nice, juicy toys on the ground. Except they're getting picked up on Mickey. Just gonna grab up that. Pretty nice, but
I don't know. I find it to be very underwhelming. I'm always disappointed.
Hey.
Hello
What's up?
there.
Can't even see him because he's so large. Gem gets dropped on the ground.
That's a dope item. Best neutral item. Tier 5.
Oh, they go for the black hole play over on BZM. They've had enough of his nonsense. He pops a BKB. He's got to run, though. He's got to get out of there fast. He's just throwing out meatballs, using all the spells possible. Goes for the refresher, trying to run away here. Zai, he's got the BKB. They want this invoker, but they can't get their hands on him. He's too fast. They cannot close the gap on BZM. He's just running for his life. It's way worse.
That is
just watching helplessly, like, what can I do? I can't hit him.
I just question what I'm looking at when I see a Stygian Desolator octarine.
Okay, all right, Amar, he's in. Nightmare comes out. They've got some of those creeps hitting the base, but there's a big cataclysm coming in. Can they take down this Wraith King? Now he's back up against the Weaver. There's a black hole coming out from Zai with that BKB. He's already trying to go in for a second time. He'll be able to take down the first time, but Tyga, he will fall. Amar falls back in. It's going to be Amar Tyga buying back again. They want to get in there. They have another black hole over here on the side. They're trying to put enough damage down. Overall, they'll be able to take down Misha. Misha buying back. They're going right back in again. They want to get these kills. Yuragi jumps forward. He gets the kill outside. There is no Enigma. Does have buyback, though, as the rest of the team on the hunt. The buyback for the Enigma box. He's running for his life as he gets another kill. And Sania will fall. More buyback. Must lock his own refresher now, too. Good God.
There's just so little to analyze at this point in the game. Or the most important at this point in the game for both sides.
BZM gets found out here. Does have buyback. That'll be the Snapfire Kisses that get you.
And at this point, I'm sure that Megas doesn't even matter. Like, this is, you make this play on Liquid because it's really all you can do, but it honestly doesn't matter that.
And just cleaning up all these creeps. A jump forward from Matu. He's in. He's looking to see if he can blow anybody up as quickly as possible. Amar already, though, is looking to try to get people out. He does get Hex up. There it is. There's a black hole over onto 3-5. Perfect positioning, but it's not going to be able to do this. There it is. Second black hole is going to be able to grab the Luna. They'll take down Misha. They'll take down Yuragi. Yuragi going to have to buy back immediately on. They do get the kill over onto Amar. They need more damage, so they need to take down this Wraith King. They'll take him down once, but he's coming right back up again. OG looking to find the entry to go and just continue this fight, but it's so hard. They almost managed to get the kill. All right, Yuragi, he goes in very, very deep. He's got to run, though. Matu's hot on his heels. They're going to chase him. The Hex comes out for BZM, though. Can they keep it alive long enough so that Yuragi can get back into the fountain? Too much damage. No, they'll be able to save him just in the nick of time, but there it is. They're going to try to drag Tyga right back out using the black hole. They'll get the kill on Tyga. He does not have buyback. Mickey's sitting a little bit lower on the side. Yuragi trying to man fight over here onto Matu. That's going to be another reincarnation. He's coming right back up again. Stunned into place. Follow up with the tornado. Yuragi looking for the moment to go and drop that Lucent Beam, but they're just focusing down over on the buildings. They know that they don't have the buyback on a lot of these heroes. Meteor's getting dropped to try to push them away to the start, but they call GG. Team Liquid. just absolutely rating OG in that last fight.
It's so hard to make the right call at that point in the game. I liked what they were doing with the sieging. I loved the